Hello, it's Nick back again, and we're looking at Ghostbusters by Activision, released in 1984 for the ZX Spectrum, based of course, as I think you might have guessed, on Ghostbusters the movie. Also come out on the Amstrad CPC, the Atari 8-bit, the Commodore 64, MSX, NES and the Sega Master System. Now the best bit about this game is the music and the occasional speech. Yes. Have you heard this song before? I think you might have done. Well, if you want to sing along, it helps you by highlighting the right word to sing, so don't let me stop you. Well, you know who you're going to call really, probably the police. Ghostbusters aren't available. There's something strange in my neighbourhood, I had to call the police straight away, because I'm afraid of ghosts, and it probably isn't a ghost anyway, it's probably a burglar. But it's strange this game, because forgive the pun, but apart from this music, it is ghostly quiet. Right, here we go. We're ready to believe you. Right, we need to form a Ghostbusters franchise in the city. What is your name? Well, I don't know, it doesn't really matter, has no consequence, so I'll just put in something stupid. Sausage, that's my name. So that's quite legit then. I run a ghostbusting company and my name is Sausage. A lot of Brazilians just have one name, Brazilian footballers. Don't think there's one called Sausage, of course. Right, so basically in this game, we have to, well, first of all we buy a car and equip it, but we're going to go for the 1963 hearse, because why not? But basically, with all our equipment, we have to go around catching ghosts, so the PK ghost rating meter doesn't go to a certain level, because if it does, then we're dead. Because we've got to stop the gatekeeper and the gate key holder, one of the two, from forming together and meeting Zuul and the end of the game. So here's our 19 what's-a-name hearse. We need to equip it with ghostly stuff to be successful in our endeavours. Right, so we've got the PK energy detector, we definitely need that. So that red icon there is a forklift, believe it or not. So I think we're definitely going to buy that. I think it costs about $400, and that's a bargain in today's money. Stick that on the car, very good, looking good. Image intensifier, well that's so we can actually locate goats in the first place. Bung that on. A marshmallow sensor, well you always need that. Not only for ghost hunting, and also up the supermarket. Quite good. Let's see what's on the next screen that we can buy. Oddly enough, this is my favourite bit of the game, equipping the car at the beginning. Ghost bait, well this attracts ghosts, and if the Marshmallow Man turns up, we can use a bit of that to get rid of him. Ghost vacuum, as the name suggests, when we're driving from location to location, we can use that to suck up ghosts and traps so we can catch them in the first place when we get to our destination. Because in this game we'll be driving around our map, you'll soon see it, and when the building flashes that means there's ghostly activity going on, so we better get down and do the business. Now the better your car, the more equipment it can hold, so we've got 3 traps, so that'll be good for getting on with once we load this other one on. Right, now here's the map. No music, so sing along to yourself. Now this house is flashing up here, this building, as we go around New York. So this is our first destination, because there'll be a ghost here. So in this rather lackluster trip, we're driving along. I don't know why this bit's in the game. I don't know what this looked like on other versions, but here it's a little bit poor. But anyway, gives us a break between each action sequence. Yes. Now the instructions of this game say, there are many ghosts are right now winging their way to the infamous Spook Central. Alright, cut that off. Right, here's my stick man. We put a trap down. Now I've got to position 2 of my men with the streams to capture this Slimer ghost. There's one in position. Almost. Yep. Second one. Good. See, and I don't know how they managed to do speech in this game, but well done fellas. I think that might have been Peter Venkman and Egon Spengler, but who knows. Could as well as been Ernie Hudson. Or, oh no, Ernie Hudson. He was the actor who played Winston Zeddemore. Or it could have been Ray Stantz played by Dan Aykroyd. Who knows. But yes, where was I? Yes, many ghosts are right now winging their way to the infamous Spook Central. and only you can avert disaster of biblical proportions. So it's pretty serious stuff. To save the city, you make it to the top of the Temple of Zuul, which is in the middle there. This can only be accomplished after you caught many ghosts, receive more money than you originally started off with, and sidestep constant danger, falling asleep mainly, I think. And now go ahead, show them how they do it downtown. Was that a song by Dusty Springfield? It might have been. I'm not sure she was in Ghostbusters. Yes, but a great film. Without that, I don't think this game could have stood up and sold any copies at all. Bill Murray played Peter Venkman, of course. The late Harold Ramis, Egon Spengler. Dan Aykroyd was Ray Stantz, as I mentioned there. Ernie Hudson played Winston Zedmore. Our notables were Dana Barrett, played by Sigourney Weaver. She's the gatekeeper in this one. And who else? Oh, Rick Moranis as Louis Tully, the insane idiot next door. So this house is flashing again. Yes, what's the point? Soon there's going to be ghosts coming along in yellow, I think, and my vacuum about to suck up ghosts in this bit, so it's not totally wasting. There's one, so let's suck that up by pressing fire button. Zoop. I don't know if we got any money for that. Did you notice my money go up? I'm unsure. But after I complete this game, or had a go at it at least, I think I'll check my refrigerator for paranormal activity. Quite often there's some in there. Hopefully they've done my shopping, because I've left it too late and I can't be bothered to go out. Right, so it's another building. Is this a hotel? There's that Slimer thing. So interesting graphics there. Is that a power pack or is it a rucksack? I don't know. Check out the graphics on the streams. If they do streams. When should we hit fire? Yep, black streams. That's good. And I think we've got him. That was more luck than judgment there. So the colourful streams in the film don't cross the streams, of course, in yellow and orange and bright Technicolor. In here, they decided it had it as black. Now, you might have noticed going around the map there's a sort of like a key, and there's like a keyhole. That represents Dana Barrett, who's been possessed, played by Sigourney Weaver in the film, and the key is the key holder, representing that, played by Rick Moranis. So they meet up then we've got a disaster of biblical proportions, and it's the end of the game. You see in the middle down the bottom there, a timer ticking up, 392, it says now. That gets to 9999, it's the end of the game. And we can prevent that from going up by catching enough ghosts. And if you play this game long enough, the Marshmallow Man will turn up, but quite frankly, I don't think I've got the inclination to stay awake, because this game is, obviously make your own opinion, don't just trust me, but this game is a little bit on the dull side. Yes, this is a good trip of New York. Yes, there is no Dana, only Zuul. Oh dear. Yes, so don't cross the streams. You can cross the streams in this game, but it doesn't really have too much consequence there. And if you can get to the end of this review, I really need to take a sample of your brain tissue just to make sure that you are human. Are you still with me? I'll leave you a bit of a tip really that I picked up from the film, which has helped me a lot of times after this point, as you drive to another destination. If someone asks you if you're a god, you say yes. If you say no, you could get blasted off a tall building. That's what I've learned. Ghostbusters the film, of course, directed by Ivan Reitman. The first one was much better than the sequel, Ghostbusters 2, although I didn't mind it. In time of recording, I think they're actually starting to make Ghostbusters 3. It won't have the late Harold Ramis in it, of course. Bill Murray, he said no to it, so it makes me a little bit worried about this film. Because those two were the best people in it. As well as Dan Aykroyd, he was good. But I don't think you can have it without Ramis or Venkman. No Egon Spengler. How can they have Ghostbusters 3 without him? Right, here's Slimer again. Let's see if we can catch him. Go. I still don't know how they ever managed to do this speech on the Spectrum, because all I managed to get out of it on programming is just a mild beep. So they've done well in that respect. Oh, another building flashing. Occasionally we might run out of equipment. I think we have. A message coming along. You have no more traps. Go back to GHQ. Well, that's now available in Lego, I presume. I don't presume, I know. Right, let's drive back to base. It says we're out of traps, but I can see 3 on the roof. I don't know what's going on there. A lot of strange things happen in Ghostbusters, and in the game as well. Does that look like a hearse? It doesn't look much like the car in the film. I've just bought Ghostbusters on Blu-ray as well. I recommend that. A classic film. Everyone should own it. Running out of things to say. Man, this game is super dull. Did you ever have this game? Did you complete it? Was it worth persevering to the end? I don't think I ever made it completely to the end, as the 3 Ghostbuster guys walk in comical fashion away from the base. Now we've got more traps. Oh, that gatekeeper's getting very near the Zuul building, Spook Central. Don't think she's going to stop by. See, these 4 ghosts you see on the map there, they get together, they get close to each other, they will form the Marshmallow Man. A bit of an anticlimax. I don't think we're going to play the game long enough for that to happen, but if they get close, please let me know. You'll be letting me know backward in time, of course, but hopefully I'll hear through the passage of non-linear time. Going down Broadway. I don't know why these dots are showing up on the map to show us where we've been, because each time we stop off at a building, they all completely disappear. Maybe it's some strange Pac-Man reference that I'm unaware of. Oh, 2 buildings are flashing. This means that the PK energy meter is going a bit off the scale, so I'm starting to lose touch with keeping the city in good shape. Let's vacuum up some ghosts while we're going along. Yes. I don't know who that Slimer ghost is supposed to be a ghost of. Presumably a human at some point, unless aliens inhabited the Earth at some point. There was also, shortly after the film, there was a Ghostbusters cartoon called The Real Ghostbusters. Interesting. I watched it a lot as a kid, I think. It weren't bad, but stood the test of time. Ghostbusters, and the amount of merchandise that's come off it is phenomenal. Nowhere near Star Wars, of course, but good all the same. I don't think they should make a Ghostbusters 3, but you might be listening to this by the time it's already been released, and it might be the best film of all time. Let me know if I'm wrong. I don't know who voiced that. Didn't sound like Bill Murray's voice. Perhaps they got the Ghostbusters license, but not the Bill Murray license. To my knowledge, this is the only game that Bill Murray is sort of in, and it is a very loose connection. If you've been in any other games, then please let me know, comment below. I know there's been a lot of Ghostbusters games, especially recently, that kick this way into touch. This could be a trap, or it could be a shoebox. Right, let's catch this one. Got him. Ghostbusters! Yes. So there's not much to this game, really. You've seen all the gameplay. And you can tell, just equipping the car, what I said earlier, that was my favourite bit of the game. This driving car business, I don't think I played this too much, to be honest. It's one of those ones, once you complete it once, and I think you need a good solid hour on it, the replay value is quite minimal. But it's good because it's got the Ghostbusters name on it, and it's got the ZX Spectrum name on it. We've got $3,000. Copyright 1984 Activision. They're quite keen to tell us that throughout the entire game, so better take notice of it. Thank you, Activision. Actually, I don't think your game's that bad then. It's programmed okay, but I just don't think there's a great deal to it, really. You set these traps catching the ghosts, or not. It's got good speech on it, but apart from these elements, there's not a lot going on. There's only one screen there. You can't leave this map. I mean, it's original, I say that. I don't know any other game like it. So hats off in that respect. But one of the best games of all time? I don't think so. I don't think, as far as Spectrum games go, I mean, I've played quite a few. I definitely wouldn't list this in the top 50. I don't think it'd be in many people's top 50, or maybe in the top 100. Leaning heavily on the license to make it a success, I imagine. This road bit could have been a bit better. As we put down yet another trap on our ghost hunting expedition. Alright, fire the oops, we've gone a bit early with the black streamers. I don't think we're gonna. Are we gonna get him? No, we've missed him. We're gonna get slimed. He did actually. Whose voice is that? Someone that's a bit drunk. Maybe it's a hobo. Another building flashing up here. The PK energy of the city is up to 1718. That's starting to get a bit high. Your backup men are all out of action. Well, that means our power packs are down to zippity doodah, which is code for nothing. Alright, let's drive the hearse back to base. Oops, we've gone the wrong way. Here we go. Do you recognise this road? Honestly, if you disagree with me that this game's a bit flat, a bit ghostly quiet, please comment below. I mean, what do you seriously think of this game? Could it have been better? What else could they have done? Also, if you played it on a different platform, this particular version of the game, also comment below. Was there music playing at this point which made it a bit more interesting? Was there more screens or more dynamics? Let us know. Right, building flashing over here. I don't think we'll go too much further in on this game. We'll catch a few more ghosts maybe, and then we'll call it a day. Getting on for almost 40 reviews now of Spectrum games. So if you want to check out the others, please do. Leave a comment on any of them if you want. If any of you played before or didn't play, what are your feelings on them? This is just a small channel at the moment, so I'm depending on likes, comments and subscribing. So if you could subscribe if you like this, and for updates as well, then please do so. It'd be a big help. And I promise not to send any ghosts round or slime you. Right, this building's flashing up here. I don't know how much more I can take of this game, to be bluntly honest. 1984. So yeah, it's looking like a game that's over 30 years old. Technology has come quite a long way since the Spectrum days, but some games have stood the test of time better than others. There's some I return to quite a lot. This one, it may be the first time I return to it for over 25 years. Good to see it still works. Maybe I'm expecting a bit more. Okay. I don't think I actually owned this game as a kid. I played it more around a friend's house. Only come in touch with it a bit later on. I think we got this one. I don't know how many ghosts you have to capture in this game for you to win, but the repetition, I don't think I can do it for hours. As a kid, your mind might have been there a bit more because your imagination's a bit higher, but I don't think this is going to entertain any child nowadays. Two buildings are flashing at the same time. That's what happens when the peak energy gets high. I think I might just leave it, you know, see what happens. I might leave this city to ruin, really. Unless they can give me a bigger budget. Let's just drive around. Let's just drive around putting dots everywhere. Are there any real Ghostbusters? Do you believe in ghosts? Would it be feasible to set up your own ghost-busting company? Would anyone phone you up? And would they be nutters? I'm not saying that ghosts don't exist, really. I'm just saying that maybe you shouldn't be paying thousands of pounds for ghost hunters and detectives to go and find things. To be honest, if I saw a ghost, suddenly I would believe. But the reason why I don't believe in ghosts is whenever someone's reported to see one, there's always someone dressed in Elizabethan clothing, or from the last 300 or 400 years. Why don't you see any cavemen ghosts? Why don't you see a dinosaur ghost? Why don't you see a ghost of the medieval times? It's always one's quite recent. So I'm a little bit dubious, and surely ghosts have got something better to do rather than throwing around your cutlery and shutting and closing doors and going woo. I mean, if a ghost did throw around your cutlery and went woo woo woo, and you said, "All right, mate, what's going on?" I don't think they'd have much of a comeback. Right, this whole building's flashing like nobody's business. This is certainly turning into Spook Central. The peak energy reading is going up and up and up. I don't think this game's got too much longer to go. I've lost the city almost. Of course, it's really going up now. The pain might be over soon, folks. Yes, oh dear, we have to return this hearse. The game, I think, is dead. The Keymaster and Gatekeeper arrived at Zuul, ending the game. Well, that's a shame. You didn't make enough money, so the bank is foreclosed. Better luck next time. Next time, you'll be lucky. Well, thank you for bearing with me on that review. And until next time, goodbye.
Goodbye.